Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this feels 21. You know, the boy from Yanos Experience, the podcast. So welcome back, man. Thank you to everyone that has been watching, everyone that has been supporting, the culture, everyone that has subscribed, liked, and commented also. Look, you guys play like a huge role into this whole thing. So if I don't get your support, that means I can't continue giving you any more updates. You see. So now we actually have a couple of things from my previous video, the one that I posted last week. I asked three questions. So who started AmaPiano? Who is still relevant? And who's actually keeping it going? So those were the two questions. No, it was two questions that I mainly asked. So who started AmaPiano and who's still keeping it, keeping it going. So I did have a couple of answers. I did receive comments from a couple of people, and it's I don't know, man. I think everybody knows who started AmaPiano. Most people are saying it's Kabza the Small. I'm also saying it's Kabza the Small. And yeah, it doesn't seem like piano started in Pretoria. Seems like it started with Kabza the Small. So that was one of the things that actually that we got right. So Kabza started piano. We're ending that debate today. And who's still keeping it relevant? So there's a couple of people that are still keeping AmaPiano relevant, But now we can't just look at everyone that is new now. We have to look at other people who try to actually keep AmaPiano relevant. We shouldn't forget people like Trill. Those people made piano to be absolutely amazing. We shouldn't forget people like Mpura. Those people made piano like fashionable. Zuma when they were still Amaroto, Zuma and Res Madlisa. We shouldn't forget those people. Busta 929 when you also started, uLazi, but that was like back in 2019, you see, and these people, like they knew what they wanted to bring to the culture. And most of these people, we're not rolling them out and say, because now they fell off, we can't regard them as people that took Amapiano to the next level. Because we have, who's this? Scott's Mapuma. Now we must forget about Res Madlis and Zuma. That is not fair. And I feel like people should not even like try to do that. But now it's also a matter of how do you as an artist also carry yourself when you're in the industry, you see. So how do you when you get booked, for example, like what is your attitude towards the people? Do you get there and then you start demanding the rider, or you get there, see who called you, or who's the promoter? If there's a manager or if the owner is there, you wouldn't know. But now it's also good to have good conversations with people. Don't just send, most artists just send managers and be like, yeah, go talk to them. I want my rider. And also that attitude, I think, killed most artists' careers, especially vocalists, because that arrogance of saying, okay, now I'm the top dog, so when you must do what I want you to do at the time, that thing is not right. And also you need to carry yourself as a proper artist, you understand, like be respectable. I know people drink a lot, we drink, we do whatever that we do at the clubs, but above all else, you still need to respect the person that booked you, because as an artist, if you don't treat them right, they're never going to book you. And also the promoters should also start carrying these people right, because me taking my time coming to your event means that I want to make people happy, and we shouldn't argue, or we shouldn't fight about the things that we agree on. And also we always must stick to the agreements. Like if you're saying you want your 1942 or whatever, you, if we agree on that, you have to get that. If I don't give you that, then we have a problem, you see. But now, most artists, when you try to explain to them, they start, treating you somehow like you don't want to give it to them or whatever and all that. But now, what matters the most is how you carry yourself as an artist. That's how you also try to stay relevant in the game. So now, those people did keep piano going. Most of them, you understand. But I personally, I think most of them got rolled out because of the attitude they started having towards their blow up or towards whatever that they were trying to do, or the arrogancy that they had when they started being artists, not realizing that one day there's gonna be people like Zing Malo, there's gonna be people like Scott Mapuma is really good. There's gonna be, like these new kids, Lim Crazy, you understand? And if you know that you're not gonna be in the game for too long, find something that will sustain you, even if it's in the music industry. Like do something, be a vocalist, and then when you are making your own money, open a studio, something where you can rent it out for the new or upcoming kids, which is what Kabza and Pori did. They keep on releasing the music. When they had as much money as they could, I don't know if they have that much money. They built a studio, you see, and after building the studio, what do they do? Now they start calling these kids. These kids are coming to record in their studios, except that you won't own the masters. You won't own the masters of your song. If you ever record in Pori's album, he said this himself on a live video on Instagram, which seems unfair, but it's his studio, it's his time, it's his money that built it. So what else do you want? Yeah, but I personally think it depends on the agreement you might have with him. If you guys have a good agreement on how you're gonna release the music and how you're going to maintain the royalties, then I think it's, yeah. I think you guys can work it out. The issue comes when you don't say your terms also. That is also another issue. So yeah, man. So who's still keeping going? We still have Kabza and Pore at the top. We have Major League DJs. Those guys have been consistent for like a lot of years. And talking about Major League DJs, I think they're releasing a new song, or they're gonna release a new song with Naleda Piwe. So we are gonna talk about the new music that's gonna be released this month, or in this, yeah, this month. So I saw Daliwonga also previewed some music. I think it's with Mass Music or something, which is dope. Like that track is dope. I hope he releases it just before Valentine's. Yeah, it's a really good track. And we also noticed Lim Crazy. Also, he's also gonna have a new song. There's a couple of people that are actually going to drop this week. We have, let's see. Yeah, we have Naledi Apiwe. She's gonna drop with Major League DJs. Sean Music is also working on new music, and Jazzy Q and Vigro Deep are probably gonna drop a song also. So there's a couple of songs that are actually gonna be dropped soon, hopefully. Also, Rihanna Soul might also drop. And there's actually like exciting stuff. Yams also might drop with Mashudu, Makaji, Zani, and Niapel. I don't know if that is true. So here I'm just gonna shout out to the Yanos update. You can follow them on Instagram if you want. So they actually have like a cool stuff that they post about on the Yanos. So yeah, there's gonna be exciting music. We always people need the music. We always gonna need music, and the more they release, the more we have fun, the more we live like a lot of things. So yeah, man. But there was a couple of comments that came through because I did mention that there was 3 questions. Who started AmaPiano? Who's still relevant? And the other one, how do you know when to release music and how do you know if your music is ready? So there was a couple of comments like you start testing your music by posting it to on TikTok or something, like give it to the people so that they can do dance challenges and all that. But the real question is that how do you know that you need to give it to them so they do dance challenges? What if they don't? So if they don't, you're not gonna drop the music. So that is like very very interesting to know that you guys give out the music to the public before you release it, and then when the public reacts to it or whatever, that's when you drop it. But now, what about your listens or your views? If you release a track that is gonna go onto TikTok, and then 2 months later you officially drop it, is that not going to affect your listeners or views? Because I know you usually share DJ packs with DJs and all that, and some they take them out and post them on YouTube before you drop it. But now, won't that affect your song when you drop it? Because that's gonna be a problem, obviously. Now I've been listening for a song for 2 months, but but now you are dropping the song 3 months later because you think people like it. I have already listened to it. Why should I go again and buy it on iTunes? You see, so it's for me, it doesn't make sense. That whole process of releasing the song to a DJ pack to the people before it drops, because now I don't know how the numbers are gonna go up. Maybe I'm just speaking nonsense, right? But how are the numbers gonna go up if we've already listened to a song 2 months ago? Kabza released this other song with Spirit of Praise or something. I heard that song, I think, for like 6 months, right, in 2024. And then he releases it on the 25th, on Christmas Day or something. After I listened to it like for 6 months, okay, it was still a banger. We know Kabza is good with music. It was still a banger, but I had already listened to the song, you see, and it didn't hit as much as it did because I've already listened to it. You understand? Which makes everything like so confusing on how you sell your music. But that is just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but if you think I'm speaking outer nonsense, just comment down below. And this thing of texting me on WhatsApp and say, yeah, and comment on the snippets, just comment on the